You know those days, right? You twist funny or sit too long in the car, maybe just sleep weirdly,
Hmm.
and bam, your back is
Yeah.
just screaming at you.
Oh, yeah. It's incredibly common. And it messes up everything, doesn't it? Your movement, focus, even sleep.
Totally. And we always seem to look for some, like, complicated fix, a new gadget maybe.
Right. But maybe the real answer, or a big part of it, is actually in our simple everyday habits, things we already do or could easily start doing.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what this deep dive is all about. We're exploring those practical, daily actions that could make a real difference for your back.
That's the plan. Look, back pain can be complex, sure. But today, we want to sort of cut through that complexity and give you things you can actually do.
Uh-huh.
And we're not talking huge life changes, more like small, tangible shifts.
Yeah.
Things that tackle pressure, strain, protecting your spine, building up muscle support, that kind of stuff.
Okay, got it. So our mission today, unpack 10 specific daily habits. We're pulling these from Healthline Insights. Basically, strategies you can use, like starting now for a healthier back.
Let's do it.
All right, let's kick things off with something we all do, hopefully. Sleep, how we rest, seems basic, but apparently it's huge for back health.
It absolutely is. I mean, think about it. A third of your life, right? So the first habit is pretty simple, actually. Sleeping with a pillow under your knees.
Okay, under the knees, why does that help?
Well, when you sleep flat on your back, it can flatten the natural curve in your lower spine, put stress on things. So popping a pillow under your knees helps maintain that curve. It takes a surprising amount of pressure off your spine, like cuts it in half, often. It's not just comfort now, it's long-term prevention.
Wow, okay. That's a small change with a big payoff. Simple stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of simple daily things we don't think about, shoes. My footwear is linked to my back. Seriously.
It really is, yeah. Habit number 2, changing your shoes. The advice is basically wear comfortable, low-heeled shoes. Think less than a 1-inch heel.
Why with a heel height limit?
Because higher heels, even sort of medium ones, push your weight forward. Your lower back has to compensate, arching more than it should, create strain. So lower heels keep your spine more neutral, less strain when you're just standing or walking around. Big difference over time.
Right, it's that cumulative effect, isn't it? Okay, so not just rest and feet. What about how we actually, hold ourselves? Posture. Habit 3, straightening up. More than just looking confident.
Oh, way more. Good posture is like a shield for your spine. It protects all those intricate parts, the bones, discs, ligaments, keeps them working right.
And bad posture does the opposite.
Exactly. Slouching or rounding your shoulders, it puts constant strain on your back. Over time, it can actually change your spine shape. Muscles get tight or stretched out. Not good. Can lead to real issues. So yeah, try not to slump or bend sideways.
Makes sense. Our bodies aren't meant to be stuck in weird positions. But okay, reality check. Lots of us are at desks all day, screens, it's a battle, right? So what about that posture?
Brings us straight to habit 4, not slumping over your desk. You've got to apply those same good posture ideas when you're sitting, especially for hours.
So how do we do that, practically?
Well, specifics matter here. Get a decent chair, one with good lower back support. And check your setup. Knees should be a little higher than your hips.
Knees higher than hips, okay.
Yeah, it helps keep that natural S-curve in your spine. Reduces the squishing, the compression. Think of it like stacking blocks.
Yeah,
Good alignment keeps the stack stable.
gotcha. Stable spine blocks. Okay, so beyond just sitting or standing still, movement and strength, that's gotta be key. Habit 5, working your core.
Foundational, absolutely. Your core muscles, back and abs, they're like your body's natural back brace. They stabilize everything.
And if they're weak?
Then your spine, the discs, the ligaments, they take the hit. They're way more vulnerable when you lift something or twist or whatever.
Yeah.
Simple daily moves become risky. So a regular strength routine focusing on the core, it seriously cuts your risk of strains, muscle spasms, that kind of pain. Aim for maybe twice a week. Build strength, flexibility, resilience.
Building that core corset. Makes sense. Okay, here's one that sounds maybe a bit unexpected. Something about the social side of back pain. Habit 6, mingle. What's that about?
Huh. Yeah, it sounds funny, but it's really about avoiding being static. Think about being at a party or even just a long meeting. Don't just stand rigidly in one spot or sit awkwardly for ages.
Okay, why is that bad?
Well, staying frozen puts pressure on specific spinal points. Muscles get stiff. Moving around, even just shifting your weight, little adjustments, it keeps things, let's say, lubricated and flexible, prevents that stiffness buildup. Micro movements matter.
Huh. So mingling is basically just not being a statue. It's striking how these little choices add up, isn't it, for good or bad? Which kind of leads to another point about breaking up inactivity, right?
Precisely. Habit number 7, stretching. Whether you're standing, sitting, even lying down for a long time, it's just not great for your back.
Why? What happens when you're still for too long?
Circulation gets restricted, things get stiff. So getting up regularly, walking a bit, doing simple stretches, it boosts blood flow to your back, brings nutrients, eases out those little aches from just being still, reminds your body it's made to move.
Movement is medicine, basically. Okay, so we've hit sleep, shoes, posture, movement. What about food? Is there really a link between diet and your spine?
A vital one, yeah. Often missed, especially thinking long term. So habit 8 is about increasing your calcium and vitamin D.
Okay, strong bones, right, like for osteoporosis.
Exactly. Osteoporosis weakens bones, makes fractures more likely, and it's a big cause of back pain later on, particularly for women. So you need calcium, think milk, yogurt, leafy greens.
Got it. And the vitamin D.
You need vitamin D to actually absorb the calcium effectively. So things like fatty fish, egg yolks, liver, cheese. But, and this is really important, always talk to your doctor before starting supplements. Make sure they're right for you.
Good call. Very important caveat. Okay, connecting internal health to spine health. Now, this next one feels pretty serious. A major health risk we all know about, but maybe not its direct link to back pain.
Yeah, this one's critical. Habit 9, putting out that cigarette. Or, addressing smoking habits generally. We know smoking's bad, full stop. But smokers are way more likely to have back pain.
Why is that? What's the mechanism?
Well, a key thing is nicotine. It actually restricts blood flow to the spinal discs.
Seriously?
Yeah. Those discs need good blood flow for nutrients, hydration. Cut that off, and they can dry out, crack, even rupture. Ouch. Plus, smoking lowers oxygen in your blood, so back muscles and tendons get less nourishment. They get weaker, more prone to injury.
Wow, that's stark. A connection most people probably don't make.
Okay.
Okay, finally, let's talk about something super common. Daily life stuff.
Right.
Errands, commuting, carrying things. What's the deal there?
Right, this brings us to habit 10. Lightening your load, lifting wrong, or just carrying heavy stuff. It's a classic cause of back pain, and not just for, movers or construction workers.
You mean like my laptop bag? Or groceries?
Exactly. Laptop bags, suitcases, cameras, heavy grocery bags. It all adds up, puts strain on your back, especially if you carry it awkwardly or for a long time.
So what's the fix, besides hiring a personal Sherpa?
Well, the practical stuff. Carry less if you can. Try to distribute the weight evenly. Use both shoulders if possible, like with a backpack. Switch sides if it's a single strap bag. And for really heavy things, use a rolling cart or bag. Simple adjustments, but your back will definitely thank you.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. 10 habits: sleep, shoes, posture at your desk and standing, core strength, moving around, stretching, diet, smoking, and just carrying less stuff. It seems like the big takeaway here is that these small daily things, they really, really matter.
They absolutely do. These subtle adjustments, these conscious choices about things we might not even think about, they can genuinely alleviate or even prevent a lot of back pain. They're like small daily investments in your spine's future health.
Yeah, investments. I like that.
And it just shows, doesn't it, that knowing this stuff is great, but applying it consistently, that's where the real value is for your health, your well-being. It's about those consistent, informed choices, building up that resilience over time.
Totally. So as you're listening, maybe think about which of these habits kind of jumped out at you. Which one feels like something you could start with, maybe even today? And maybe ponder this. How could these targeted little actions focused on your back maybe become a model, a blueprint for tackling other areas of your health in these small, consistent, but really powerful ways?